Hi everyone, here from Belgium. I'm Lucas. I'm an engineer working for Canyon and especially working on the cyclocross project. So in the last 2.5 years we developed this new project here, which we launched, and we're very excited because it's a really pure cyclocross race bike. So I just want to give you a quick idea of what's behind the bike and what we thought about when developing this bike. So what you can see immediately is this iconic shape of the bike, and the whole idea behind this shape, behind this parallelogram here, is actually that you, with a cyclocross bike, you're not only riding with the bike, you're also running with the bike. And you need to put the bike on your shoulders. So what we try to do is, we try to open up this space here. We try to make more space actually to help get through the bike with your elbow. And then what we also did is we rotated up the down tube here. So you can see we created clearance here for your arm. So you're going with your shoulder through, and then it's easier for you to go with your arm through here and grab actually the handlebar. So this is the whole idea behind this shape. To give you a little bit more of technical information on the bike, what we try to do is really to make a cross-specific bike, so making sure that all aspects which are important for cyclocross racing you can also find in the bike. So all these areas which are related to mud, all the areas basically where mud can sit, we try to reduce. And you can see this on the back wheel here. So all the mud which is normally coming from the back wheel and sitting here, we try to reduce the surface here, so basically no mud can build up during racing. And this is important because mud adds a lot of weight to your frame, and also mud at some point is blocking your chain, is blocking your mechanical shifting, all these kind of things. So really making sure there's no surface where the mud can build up. What is really important about cyclocross also is the geometry of the bike. You have really different terrains, you have a lot of mud, you have a lot of sand. So what's really important in these conditions is that the bike rides very smoothly. You really want to concentrate on pushing the bike rather than just controlling the bike all the time. So what we did is we're making the bike a little bit longer now to make sure the bike really rides in a very stable way. To compensate this, we reduced the stem length a little bit, and this also helps in terms of technical aspects, because in technical corners or tight corners you can very easily go around the corners. You have really good control about the handlebars. Also, we increase the width of the handlebar, and this is especially for technical sections again, or downhill sections. So in downhill sections you have more control because the handlebar width is getting bigger now. And also you can see here we have a slight flare angle, so the drops slightly go to the outside around 3 degrees to make sure even in these downhills you have really good control on the bike. What's also special about the bike is this aspect here, not only from a design perspective but also from a technical perspective, because the clamping system is totally inside the frame. You can see from the outside there's nothing actually, there's no mechanical systems on the outside. And this helps us also in the rough terrain, in mud or sandy conditions, that no mechanical parts get blocked or have a lot of corrosion. So actually what we have inside here is like a tube inside the frame, and this tube is clamped with a screw from the inside. And because it's clamped here, it also increases the comfort. Because what the seat post is doing now, it's clamped here, and up from here it's flexing all the way. So it's not, rather than having a clamping system here, flexing from here, no, we have the clamping system here, so it's increased. The bending length of the seat post actually is increased, and the flexibility is more. And this also creates more comfort for the rider. And comfort is important, because comfort also means you need to push not that hard. In rough conditions you can actually use the energy to push harder and go harder for a longer time. The bike comes in disc brakes, so we have only disc brake version for the bike, and we have 8 frame sizes now. And why do we have 8 frame sizes? Because the idea was really to have for each rider and all body heights, all body measurements, we want to have appropriate sizes. What's important for the 8 frame sizes is that the 2 smallest frame sizes, so the 3 extra small and the 2 extra small, actually come with smaller wheels. And the idea behind this is the geometry we did for size medium, we want to keep for all the frame sizes. And when you come to the smaller frame sizes, normally you have issues basically with your foot clearance, and you need to modify the steer tube angle, you need to modify the front end of the bike, and this is what we wanted to avoid. Because the geometry is something very is a big character of the bike, and it's really important for the bike. So for the smaller frame sizes, 3 extra small, 2 extra small, we have now smaller wheels to have the same geometry like we do for size medium in terms of how the bike rides and the character of the bike. I said already we have disc brakes, but we did also for the smaller sizes. We have 140 millimeter disc brakes for the smaller sizes. For the medium sizes we go to 160 in the front, and for the bigger sizes we have 160 and in the front and in the back. Because cyclocross is also going towards the one-by chainring solution, we also developed in addition a little chain guide here for the one-by solution, which is mounted actually on the FD position. We also have a model, Shimano model, which have two chain rings, and then we mount just the normal FD in this position. So we have a special FD hanger, we mount the Shimano FD in this position, and it's exactly the same position, no additional interfaces or so. Okay, just some small highlights now again. Yeah. You can see here, we also protect the chainstay. When the chain is bouncing and trying to hit the chainstay, we have a small protector here, so no cracks or no paint cracks happening actually when riding. Also here, chain suck plate. If you have a chain suck, in some cases it's not hurting the frame itself, it's just sliding on this little plate here, and the paint and the frame itself is protected very well.